Howdy doody, boys and girls. Right, this one completes the last of the set of 3 that I've been doing, and covering how to get 32-bit displacement in all 3 of the Autodesk applications. That's the model we're going to be using. It's going to be seen places. GDC, that's all I'm saying. Video brought it up and somebody else would like to use it. Right, that's the low res. You can see it's got an even polyflow. First of all, we need to make a 32-bit displacement map that Maya can read. So extract a new texture map, make sure it's displacement. Make sure it's added to both the target and source. Choose your map size. Now, I'm going to save out a map. First of all, get it in the parent folder for my work stuff. Put a name in, dispmap32. Now change the type, as we're making 2K map there, I'm going to change the type to OpenEXR. The first one, not the black and white one. And then set it away. It's as simple as that. There's a map. It's always good to give it a good visual check over first. So I'll just quickly open it up, and there is 100%. Hit that button, it'll go and fit with the viewport. Now if you hit the plus and minus on your number pad on the right hand side of your keyboard, you can change the exposure. It doesn't actually affect the map itself, it just means you can view it a bit better. So what I normally do is just mess around and try and make sure there's no problem areas. Certain models you might have very shallow details next to a very deep detail on a facing surface, and that's when you sometimes get problems. It's sometimes down to the sculpt itself. So there we are. So it's now time to go over to Maya. Right, we're in Maya now, so I'll just quickly open up my base mesh. There's a number of different ones, different UV tiles there. Press F to focus in, like that. I'll zoom nicely in, just frame it roughly. There's no, just the default light in here, I'm not going to mess around with different lights. Make sure in the plugin manager that OpenEXR loader is on loaded and auto load, because you're going to need it. Go under Settings and Preferences, Plugin Manager. That's where it's at, if you don't know Maya well. Once that's checked, make sure that Maya to MR is also on auto load and loaded. Change your renderer on your render settings there to mental ray. Take it to production fine trace, and then we can start the real work. Now first things first, right click it and just make a new shader. Now in this case I'm just going to keep it as a blend because it'll keep render times down a little bit. Hit that bottom one there. This will go to the shading and add under displacement a file. There's our OpenEXR. It's worth noting that Maya has problems with the current format of TIFFs that Mudbox exports. I know this is going to be put out pretty soon. Then we go Windows. I'll just change the rendering menu. Windows, Rendering Editors, Mental Ray, Approximation Editor. Now for this, make sure that your mesh is selected. Now go, there's subdivisions, right, and hit Create. And then hit Edit. And there it is there. These are the settings we want to use. First of all, I'm going to try the rough, what I call the rough settings. Change it to spatial, leave everything default, change the length to 0.1. Then with the mesh selected again, just check everything over and render it out. Should you have any problems following this, feel free to slow it down, and when you rewatch you can see we captured all the detail there. Now if you have something with a lot, and I do mean a tremendous amount of detail that's not capturing, there are some other settings. So you can change it to length, distance, angle. Change the maximum subdivisions to 6. You may need to up that, it depends on how detailed it is. Length to 0.3, distance to 0.1, and the angle to 45. And check view dependent. And set it away. Now this will take a little bit longer. Just find where the film gate is and just focus it in. It'll take a bit longer because this is a really fine setting. These settings are actually direct from Dave Cardwell. And I've tested them and they do work with some really tremendously fine detail. Focus it in. There you go, set it away render. Now pause that, obviously. It took 3 minutes 44, which is about a minute longer than last time, but it really has captured some tremendous detail in it. So there's both methods of doing it. Now there's also Ashman's script. Feel free to use that as well. Also look out for the other QuickStart videos. There's where you can find them. See you all next time.